Newsrooms in Eugene, Roseburg, and Coos Bay. KVAL News at 11 starts now.
Veterans got a big boost today in Coos County at an annual event to give them the help and services they need. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brisa Mendez. KVAL Gold Medals has the details on veterans stand down.
Whether seeking employment, help getting a Social Security card or license, or housing assistance, vendors across
the Douglas County Sheriff's Office is looking for a missing man. 63-year-old Rick Garrett went missing Thursday. He reported to a friend he was injured and needed help near Deer Lake Falls, but when deputies searched the area, they couldn't find him. He was last known to be driving a 1999 GMC Sierra pickup. If you have any information, contact the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Crews put out a brush fire in West Eugene earlier this afternoon. This happened just off West 11th near Bailey Hill Road. Eugene Springfield Fire tells us it grew to about an acre. No buildings were damaged and no injuries reported. No word yet on how it started. Clear conditions remain across western Oregon as we take a live look over Eugene tonight. Cooler than average temperatures were a welcome sight today. KVAL Chief Meteorologist Josh Kozar is in the Weather Center with a first look at your forecast. Josh.
Brisa, today temperatures fell down right nice compared to where we were.
University students are getting ready to make their way back to campus this fall. This as schools are reminding students of their health protocols. We spoke to Steve Clark with Oregon State University. He tells us COVID vaccines are required for all students and staff on campus. Right now, the school recommends that everyone gets a booster, but it's not required.
We think prevention, led by information, led by being vaccinated, and if at all possible, boosted, is the primary form of defense.
When it comes to monkeypox, Clark tells us OSU is putting out information about prevention. He hopes to have monkeypox vaccine available through the student clinic on campus. We reached out to University of Oregon and Lane Community College, but haven't heard back yet.
This year, nearly all health and safety protocols will be locally determined, with district leaders partnering with local public health authorities to make decisions about how to implement health and safety protocols.
Schools are preparing to welcome students back to the classroom as the start of the school year is right around the corner. This comes as Oregon Health Authority tells us student health decisions depend on the district. That includes requirements for the COVID-19 vaccine. We did some digging today to see how schools in our area will proceed. The Eugene 4J School District tells us COVID-19 vaccines are optional, but recommended for all students. Also, for the 4J District, masks are optional. People who test positive for COVID are required to isolate at home for at least 5 days. Those absences will be treated the same as normal sick days. 4J did not have an answer on monkeypox precautions. This after the first pediatric case in Oregon was diagnosed earlier this week.
Many families may be wondering, what does this mean for schools? Let me reassure you, school settings present low risk for transmission of monkeypox.
Healthcare workers at 4 local Peace Health clinics are forming a union, this in response to issues brought upon by the COVID-19 pandemic. Kirsten Lindquist has more.
Physicians and nurse practitioners
Right now, the union is scheduling dates with Peace Health to start the process of collective bargaining. This is a developing story. We will keep you up to date as we get more information. Corrections officials in Coos County are calling for people with outstanding warrants to turn themselves in. We talked with Community Corrections Director Mike Krim. He says there are more than 300 open warrants happening tomorrow. Hispanic artists and business owners will be at a market in Coos County. It's called El Tianguis, organized by online magazine Oregon, pero en español. There will be a variety of Hispanic vendors and artists coming from across the state. Organizer Nancy Ayala tells us the goal is to highlight Hispanic businesses and how they contribute to the economy.
we contribute as entrepreneurs and also consumers, so it's a good day to showcase that. The Hispanic community.
It's happening tomorrow at Pony Village Mall from 2 in the afternoon until 7 p.m. Local entrepreneurs can't always get the funding they need to get off the ground. There's a new program in Oregon that was started with these businesses in mind. RainCap has helped connect local businesses with crowdfunding efforts. The first business to utilize this program was Arabelle Brewing, founded by Amy Wells and former Navy vets Cam Wells and Chris Archer. The trio's dream of running a brewing business was derailed by the pandemic. 3 years later, RainCap has enabled them to pursue it once again.
Now that we have a location to
The Inflation Reduction Act taking plenty of hits for deceptive marketing. Economists say it won't reduce inflation in the short run. Angela Brown joining us again with a look at how Americans can get the most out of the new law.
What's in the Inflation Reduction Act for you? If you think gas prices will drop immediately, you're wrong. Senator Joe Manchin.
Sports director Hayden Herrera joins us now in the studio. What's new tonight?
Well, Brisa, we've got preseason NFL action on this Friday night coming your way with some former Ducks and Beavers. Plus, we'll hear from the Northeast. Mariners still the top seed in the wild card. Brisa, speaking of sports, tomorrow we got the Relay for Life. I'm going to be out there 1 p.m. I'm going to run some laps around the South Eugene track, so feel free to join us. Obviously, a great way to support the American Cancer Society. I know a lot of us, unfortunately, know someone that very close to us that have been affected by cancer in one way or another. So if you want to run some laps with me, 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Ooh, 1 p.m. I might just meet you up. My father was affected by cancer, so definitely for a great cause here.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, Hayden. Coming up on Kval News at 11, if you missed the Lane County Fair, there's still a chance to ride some carnival rides. Details coming up on the Oregon State Fair. Finally tonight, as summer begins to wrap up, the 156 Oregon State Fair kicks off next Friday. Besides all the food, rides, and entertainment, the main stage will have an all-star lineup. Artists like the Beach Boys, Nelly, and Shaggy will perform throughout the week. The fair runs from the 26th through Labor Day weekend and wraps up on Monday the 5th. Well, Josh and Hayden, I've never been to the Oregon State Fair, so I might just have to check it out.
Hayden, you haven't either, right?
I haven't either, but if Shaggy's going to be there, I mean, come on.
And Nelly, this just brings my middle school
Shaggy,
flashbacks.
though, come on.
Shaggy.
Shaggy's classic.
Will Scooby-Doo be there? oh, sorry, wrong one.
Daphne and Velma, yeah. All that,
the whole gang, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a fun time, though.
Absolutely, but you gotta love Nelly and the big hit that won a Grammy nomination back then. Well, anyways, that's the time we have here on Kval News. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening.